My name is Jeffrey Arnold Rahman. I live in Pariaman. I'm studying Padang State University, Engineering Faculty, majors Automotive Engineering. To reduce the power spilled by the engine to the transmission, so that we when it start to the move the power can be channeled is not directly, but little by the accordance with the opening of the clutch my engine motor is doing. Type clutch in the cars previously the cars we now do the type transmission system manual and automatic. But also to difference of the type of the clutch, there are two the type of the clutch on the cars is namely one manual clutch. This clutch is the included the manual controller clutch. Characteristic is the equipped with a clutch pedal. Mechanical clutch is the usage of the cars to carry, and a manual of the three pedal transmission. Two automatic coupling. Hydraulic coupling where the hydraulic flow in the system is the normally collect in the torque and converter in the system of longer needs a clutch because it's the work automatically using engine speed. Torque converter of the before on the cars have automatic transmission. Clutch system in the is fixed component that has totally disconnect and the connects the engine speed to the transmission. Manual clutch component for cars to are the tuning in the component is the clutch system. Normally the clutch the plate and the pressure plate, and pressure plate is the connect to transmission shaft wheel to the pressure on the connect to the flywheel. We can both plantation of the nose, the engine rotation to the transmission brake. But the to place or the rotation the engine speed to connects to the transmission is in addition to the two component the steel order components normally. One clutch pedal. Cars the clutch or the pedal include and the input component the wheel control. The pedals of using lever to the edge pedal have action of the under hex to wheel push and connects the master cylinder piston. The head of the clutch pressure of the legs in the clutch pedal. Cartoon the function of the master cylinder is to convert mechanical engineering to the hydraulic pressure. But on the brakes on the clutch to the use hydraulic drive on the system definite to the master cylinder of the component. However, to the clutch master cylinder is the different from the brake system. In the brake system of the master cylinder is located together within the booster and reservoir inside the wheel loop layer. Three cylinder actuator or car clutch. This master cylinder actuator generally to access some master cylinder we discussion above to the component of the function the hydraulic pressure backs to mechanical modifications. Clutch cylinder actuators they are of the two type. Some use to order the type and inner type. Actuator type outside the has the master C actuator location outside the clutch house. Usually the master actuators also the provides and the screw adjuster to adjust the height of the pipe. While in the inner the cylinder actuators the location is set to clutch housing. Usually the type does not have a release for because the movement of the master actuator is directly transferred to the release bearing. Fourth, release bearing. The bearing is half the function of the work of the pleasure from the cylinder actuator from the release fork to come process in the diagram steering area. Release bearing look like to roller bearing too because the release bearing is connect to the release fork, which is the silent to static diagram steering. 5. Cloth cover. Cloth cover has the function as a housing to several components. They show a diagram spring, pressure plate, and the cover is the enclosure outside the arc question of the cloth canvas. In the piston position is the direction of the flywheel, so the flywheel rotation. If the current terrain that the cloth cover in the component inside rotation. 6. Hydraulic cloth pipe. The hydraulic pipe in the basically not much difference of the order the hose. Even the fluid is channels the top of the 7. Remove the fork car clamp. The release fork from to its current of the mechanical engine energy from the cylinder actuator input to the release bearing. Same with the clutch pedal. Remove the fork also work to by using the lever principle. Also the red fork always to the improve of the performance of the latest injection car engine. Where for legend in the cars of the flexibility of the cloth or the height. If the arm of the mountain get longer, the linger to the cloth the hanger. Flywheel. Flywheel actually also include in the engine component, but the car of the manual clutch system of the flywheel is also used to clamp the clutch with the pressure plate. In addition of cleaning of the flywheel, also to use the place for the clutch house. 9. Pressure plate. The pressure plate or the separate activities of the camping to the pitch hatch together with of the flywheel. This plate from the plate of the thick cast iron because the pressure plate must able to release plate high stirred without wear to which slap to plates accord. 10. This cloth or car cloth. Remission clutch of the activated when the engine transmission, the transmitted to the transmission. Clothing leaning to must be able to flowing around without slipping get and smooth. How to work the cloth when we translation position car cloth. The pressure plate in the pressure of the diagram pressure spring successfully so that pressure plate in the connect or the pressure. The cloth is the compounds in the sandy features between the flywheel and the pressure plate engine speed and can forward to the transmission input shaft. When positioned if the movers car cloth, the diagram pressure device to lever to pressure plate and the cloth plate and the success canvas in free from the bank finishes so that engine speed cannot be pressure of the transmission input shaft. Only the cloth of canvas and views and the function of the car clad and how to change hopefully article to useful of the mountain motor master and the work the wonderful of you of the article that can be a share of everyone's. Thank you.